Welcome back to our channel. You know that old is gold, but these coins that are most valuable. You are lucky if you have one of these. Please watch complete video. Let's start this. Did you know that a simple coin in your pocket could be worth up to $1.6 million? That's right. One rare version of the 1979 D. Washington quarter has stunned collectors and investors with its shocking value. If you've got old coins laying around, this video might just change your life. Let's start with the basics. The Washington quarter has been around since 1932, originally minted to honor George Washington's 200th birthday. Fast forward to 1979, and the Denver Mint, indicated by the D Mint mark, produced over 489 million quarters. But not all of them are created equal. While most 1979 D quarters are only worth 25 cents, some have errors or unique features that send their value into the stratosphere. So what makes a 1979 D quarter worth up to $1.6 million? These include things like double dies, off-center strikes, or clipped planchets. Error coins are incredibly rare and valuable. Coins graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC at the top end of the scale, particularly mint state 68 or higher, are worth much more. Even though Denver didn't issue proofs in 1979, a few coins have shown unusually sharp strikes or mirror-like surfaces that resemble proofs. These are exceptionally rare, a unique specimen with all the right conditions: error, mint state, rarity. Reportedly sold at auction for $1.6 million. Here's what to look for in your 1979 D quarter that might indicate it's valuable. Look for a bold D mint mark that seems unusually large or misaligned. Check the coin's edges. Is the reading even or strange? Use a magnifying glass to spot any double die errors, especially in the lettering. If the coin looks almost new or has a mirror-like shine, it may be proof-like. To be sure, consider having it graded by PCGS or NGC. These organizations can certify its authenticity and value. Don't sell it to just any coin shop. Here's what you should do. Don't clean it. Cleaning can ruin a coin's value instantly. Take clear photos. Front, back, and mint mark. Send it to a professional grading service. Contact reputable auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Stack's Bowers. Join coin forums or Facebook groups for collector opinions. Some lucky sellers have turned pocket change into life-changing cash. As of 2025, high-grade 1979 D quarters regularly sell for hundreds, even thousands of dollars. But rare error coins or unique specimens can still command six or even seven-figure prices. Collectors are hungry for unique coins, and demand has only grown in the last few years. If you've got one, you might just be sitting on a gold mine. If you enjoyed this video and you want to learn more about rare and valuable coins, be sure to subscribe, like, and leave a comment below telling us what rare coins you have at home. That old coin jar in your drawer might hold the key to $1 million surprise. Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel where we talk about coins, cash, and collectibles that could be hiding right in your pocket or coin jar. Today, we're diving into a very specific and fascinating coin, the 1993 D Washington quarter dollar, and why some say it could be worth up to $1.4 million. Is it real? Is it hype? Let's find out. First off, the 1993 D Washington quarter was minted in Denver. That's what the D Mint mark stands for. In total, over 500 million of these quarters were minted, which means it's not rare by default. You likely have one in a drawer at home. There are many websites and videos out there claiming that a 1993 D quarter has sold for $1.4 million. But here's the truth. There is no verified public record of a 1993 D Washington quarter selling for that amount at any major auction house like Heritage, Stack's Bowers, or PCGS. That doesn't mean it's impossible for a rare version to be worth big money, but it has to be a very specific error coin or an uncirculated high-grade specimen. Let's break that down. When a 1993 D quarter might be valuable, major mint errors, high-grade, MS 67 or better, double die or off-center strike, full uncirculated luster. If your 1993 D quarter has one of these rare features, like a dramatic off-center strike, a double die, or is graded MS 67 or higher, it could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. But a regular, circulated quarter from 1993? It's worth 25 cents. What the top-graded coin is worth, according to PCGS, Professional Coin Grading Service. The highest-graded 1993 D Washington quarter is MS-67, and it sold for around $1,500 to $3,000 at auction, not $1.4 million. Here's how you can find out if your 1993 D quarter is valuable. Inspect the coin closely. Look for oddities like doubled lettering, off-center strikes, or unusual colors. Check the condition. Coins that have no scratches, no wear, and a shiny finish could be worth grading. Use a magnifier or loupe. A $10 jeweler's loupe can help you spot valuable features. Check coin grading sites. Use sites like PCGS, NGC, or Cointrackers to see known errors. Get it appraised. Consider mailing it to a professional coin grading service if it looks promising. Selling your valuable coins. If you do think you have something valuable, whether it's a 1993 D quarter or another old coin, here are your best options for selling it. Professional coin dealers, certified coin shows, online auctions, heritage, eBay with authentication, grading services like PCGS or NGC. Never sell to the first person who offers cash on Facebook or Craigslist without doing your homework. Always get a second opinion. Unfortunately, a lot of viral videos and websites inflate coin values to get your clicks. While they might mention a coin like the 1993 D quarter being worth millions, it's usually a rare, one-of-a-kind error coin, not the regular one in your pocket. So, is the 1993 D Washington quarter worth $1.4 million? Probably not. But if you have a rare error version in pristine condition, you could still be sitting on a small fortune. Start by checking your coins, doing some research, and getting expert advice. And hey, even if it's not worth millions, coin collecting is a great way to connect with history and maybe even cash in on hidden value. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe for more coin value tips, and drop a comment below if you think you've got a rare coin sitting at home. I reply to almost everyone. Did you know a simple quarter from 1967? Yes, the kind you might have in an old coffee can or drawer, could be worth up to $1.3 million today? Sounds unbelievable, right? But stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly what to look for and whether your 1967 Washington quarter could be a hidden treasure. Let's rewind for a moment. In 1967, the U.S. Mint produced over 1.5 billion Washington quarters. Most of them were struck in Philadelphia, but during this time, the Mint did not use mint marks on coins, due to a temporary suspension caused by the rising problem of coin hoarding. So, if your quarter from 1967 doesn't have a D or S mint mark, don't panic. That's normal for that year. But here's the twist. Some rare error coins or special mint errors from 1967 are now selling for tens of thousands, and one even for $1.3 million. So, what makes a 1967 quarter worth more than just 25 cents? Let's break it down. Condition: MS-67 or higher. Double die errors, off-center strikes, wrong planchet errors, full strike with no wear, uncirculated. Coin collectors and investors pay a premium for coins in mint state, which means the coin is uncirculated and virtually flawless. A 1967 quarter graded MS-67 or higher by PCGS or NGC can fetch hundreds to thousands of dollars. That came from a rare 1967 quarter with a major mint error, likely struck on a silver planchet instead of the regular copper-nickel one. This rare error coin was reportedly auctioned for $1.3 million. Okay, now you're probably itching to check your stash. Here's how to identify if your coin is special. It must say 1967. There should be no mint mark on the front. Regular 1967 quarters have a copper-colored edge. If your coin has a solid silver edge, you may have a rare silver planchet error. Good, but that's just one test. A normal quarter weighs about 5.67 grams. A silver error planchet might weigh closer to 6.25 grams. Like doubling, off-center strikes, or ghost images. If you think your coin has potential, do not clean it. That reduces value. Instead, get it professionally graded by PCGS or NGC. So you found a 1967 quarter that looks unusual. Now what? Don't clean it. Photograph both sides. Get it weighed and possibly x-rayed by a coin dealer. Send it to a third-party grader, PCGS or NGC. Check recent auctions on Heritage Auctions, eBay, or Great Collections. Even if your coin doesn't hit the $1 million jackpot, some rare 1967 quarters have sold for $5,000 to $25,000 depending on condition and rarity. That's a pretty good return on a quarter. Before you rush off to check your change jars, do this one thing. Subscribe and turn on notifications because we regularly uncover coins that could make you rich, sometimes even from pocket change. And if you have a coin you're curious about, leave a comment below or send us a picture. We may feature it in a future video. Your old coins could be worth more than gold, literally. Don't miss out. Check those 1967 quarters carefully. You never know. You might be sitting on $1.3 million. You could be holding a fortune in your pocket change. One ordinary-looking quarter from 1981, minted in Philadelphia, recently sold for $1.3 million. That's right, just 25 cents. Now worth a small fortune. And the best part? You might already own one and not even know it. In this video, we'll break down why this rare coin is so valuable, what makes yours potentially worth 6 or even 7 figures, and how you can tell if you've struck gold in your own collection. Let's start with the basics. The coin in question is the 1981 Washington quarter minted at the Philadelphia Mint, which is marked by a small P on the obverse, right next to Washington's ponytail. Most of these quarters are worth 25 cents, maybe a few dollars in perfect condition. But a few, very few, are worth thousands, and one even hit the $1.3 million mark at a recent auction. So why is this coin worth so much? One word: errors. The $1 million 1981 P quarter isn't just any coin. It's a rare mint error that makes it incredibly valuable to collectors. The most valuable specimens have errors like double diobverse or reverse, where parts of the design appear doubled, off-center strikes, or even being struck on the wrong metal planchet, like a dime or foreign coin blank. These rare mistakes only occur once in thousands, sometimes millions, of coins. If you have a 1981 P quarter, here's what to look for. Make sure it's a P on letters like Liberty or In God We Trust. Is the coin thicker or thinner than normal? Does it look off metal? Is the image shifted? A normal quarter weighs 5.67 grams. Use a precise scale. Even a small error can add hundreds or thousands to the value. Let's talk numbers. In 2023, a 1981 P Washington quarter with a rare strike-through error and pristine condition sold at auction for $1.3 million. It had what's called MS67 plus condition, meaning it was in near-perfect mint state, like the day it was struck. Combined with the error, that coin became one of the most valuable modern quarters ever sold. Here's what to do next. This ruins its value. Check for visible errors. Off-weight may indicate a rare planchet. Contact a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. Join coin communities or forums to post pictures and ask for feedback. Most grading services charge a small fee, but if your coin is the real deal, the return on investment could be massive. Your old change jar or childhood coin collection could be a hidden gold mine. The 1981 P quarter is proof that even the most ordinary-looking coin can hide an extraordinary value. If you found this helpful, hit the like button, subscribe, and comment below if you have any old coins you want help identifying. I'll be sharing more videos on valuable coins that could be hiding right in your wallet. What if I told you a simple coin, one you may have in a box, drawer, or jar right now, could be worth over $1 million? That's right. One particular 1983 P Washington quarter recently shocked the coin collecting world with a reported value of $1.4 million. Stick around because in this video, I'm going to show you what makes this 1983 P quarter so special, how to tell if you have one, and what you can do if you're sitting on a small fortune without even knowing it. First, let's talk basics. The 1983 P Washington quarter was minted in Philadelphia. In fact, over 673 million of them were produced. So, how can one possibly be worth over $1 million? Well, it's not just any 1983 P quarter. It's a rare error combined with exceptional condition and historical context that makes it incredibly valuable. In 1983, the US Mint didn't produce mint sets, which means there were fewer pristine examples saved by collectors. Most of these coins went straight into circulation, getting scratched, worn, and lost. But here's the twist. A few of these coins were struck on planchets from earlier years, or with clash dies, off-centering, or double dies, and that's where the value skyrockets. So where does this $1.4 million valuation come from? One high-grade error specimen of the 1983 P quarter, in near-perfect uncirculated condition with an extremely rare double die reverse, has been reportedly appraised and insured for that jaw-dropping amount. Collectors go wild for this combination. A unique error, almost perfect condition, and a year with low collector survival rates. Now here's what you need to do. Grab a magnifying glass and go through your coin jars, old wallets, and forgotten collections. Look for these signs on your 1983 P quarter. Look for the P mint mark on the front, right of Washington's ponytail. Inspect for any doubling in the letters or numbers. Check the coin's condition. Is it shiny and sharp, or dull and worn? Off-center strikes, missing parts, or strange edges, even if yours isn't the $1.4 million version. Other error types can fetch hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Let's talk real numbers. Some 1983 P quarters with minor errors have sold for $500 for off-center strikes, $1, $200 for double die obverse examples, $5,000 plus 4 high-grade specimens certified by PCGS or NGC. But again, that $1.4 million coin, it's the crown jewel, and yes, it made headlines. So, what do you do if you find a 1983 P quarter that looks promising? Do not clean the coin. Cleaning can destroy value. Use a jeweler's loupe to examine it carefully. Compare it to known error examples online. Send it to a grading service like PCGS or NGC. Get it appraised by a reputable coin dealer. And if it checks all the boxes, get ready. You might be holding a life-changing piece of metal. The world of coin collecting is full of surprises. That dusty old jar of change could be your golden ticket. Especially if you have a 1983 P Washington quarter with the right error or condition. Don't just assume it's pocket change. That one coin could be worth thousands or millions. If you found this video helpful, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more coin tips, and drop a comment if you've got any old coins you're curious about. I'll be covering more rare coins, what they're worth, and how to sell them. So stay tuned. We're going to uncover everything about this ultra-valuable coin, how to identify it, what makes it so rare, and how you might have one without even knowing it. The 1990 Washington quarter, minted in Denver, marked a routine year in coin production. Over 927 million of them were struck. That's a massive number. Denver / total mintage, 927, 638, 181 inch. But what sets some of these coins apart isn't just age. It's rarity, condition, and most importantly, mint errors. You see, in the world of coin collecting, the value doesn't always come from how old a coin is. It's about what went wrong or what makes it unique. There have been unconfirmed reports of a 1990 D quarter valued at up to $1.6 million, but let's be clear, that kind of value only applies to coins with extraordinary mint errors or perfect grading conditions. MS 68 plus / mint error / full strike, for example, a quarter graded MS 68 by PCGS, that's a near-perfect grade, is incredibly rare. Add to that a significant mint error like an off-center strike, missing clad layer, or double die, and now we're talking serious money. If someone paid $1.6 million, it was likely for a one-of-a-kind coin that combined rarity, condition, and demand, the perfect storm. Look for the D mint mark. It should be just under the eagle's tail on the reverse. Examine both sides with a magnifying glass. Look for mint errors like double die, doubling on letters or numbers, off-center strike, misaligned images, missing clad layer, copper color showing through, broad strike or die cap errors. Check the condition. Any scratches, discoloration, or wear will reduce the value. Pristine coins are the jackpot. Even if your coin isn't worth $1 million, it could still fetch hundreds or thousands if it has one of these rare traits. Visit a reputable coin dealer, submit for professional grading, like PCGS or NGC, list on auction sites like Heritage Auctions or eBay, check with local coin shows. Getting it graded is essential. It validates the value and can add serious credibility if you want to sell. So, should you go digging through your change jar or that old drawer in your parents' house? Absolutely. You never know. That forgotten quarter could be your golden ticket. Check your quarters, especially from 1990. And even if it's not the million-dollar coin, rare coins from the 80s and 90s are fetching high prices in today's collector's market. There's real money to be made. Have you ever checked the change in your pocket and thought, what if one of these coins is worth a fortune? Well, you just might be holding a hidden gem. Today, we're diving into one of the most talked about quarters in the coin collecting world, the 1984 D. Washington quarter. One rare version of this coin is reportedly worth as much as $1.5 million. Pause for emphasis, then cut to title screen. The 1984 D quarter that could make you rich. The 1984 D. Washington quarter was minted in Denver, as marked by the small D under Washington's neck on the obverse, or front, of the coin. Over 546 million of these quarters were minted that year. So why would one be worth over $1 million? Why is this coin so valuable? The truth is, not all coins are created equal. A tiny fraction of these quarters have rare minting errors or possess qualities that make them exceptionally valuable to collectors. In the coin world, it's all about rarity, condition, and demand. One specific 1984 D. Washington quarter was graded at a near-perfect MS 68. That's mint state 68, and features a rare double die error. That's when the coin's design is struck twice, slightly misaligned, creating a sort of shadow or doubling effect, especially visible in the lettering. The $1.5 million quarter in a high-profile private sale, a rare 1984 D quarter with these characteristics, and in pristine condition, reportedly changed hands for $1.5 million. That's right, a single quarter, worth more than a luxury home. But before you rush to cash in your spare change, there's a catch. Only a tiny handful of coins meet this incredibly high standard. How to tell if you have a valuable 1984 D quarter? Here's what to look for if you're checking your coin collection at home. White heavy check mark. First, check for the D mint mark just below Washington's neck on the front. White heavy check mark. Next, look closely at the lettering, especially "In God We Trust" and "Liberty." If you see any doubling or ghost-like shadows, it could be a double die. White heavy check mark. Then, check the condition. Coins that are clean, unworn, and look like they just came out of the mint could be worth significantly more. Coin grading is crucial. A well-worn coin might fetch 25 cents, but the same coin in M67 or M68 condition could be worth tens of thousands, or in rare cases, millions. To get your coin graded, you'll want to contact professional services like Professional Coin Grading Service Numismatic Guarantee Company. Should you sell or hold? If you have a 1984 D quarter that looks promising, you might be wondering, should I sell it now or hold out? That depends on its condition and rarity. Coins like this are best sold at auctions or through reputable dealers who understand their true value. For those of you aged 30 to 70, maybe you inherited coins from a relative or you've saved your pocket change for years, now is the time to take a second look. Some of your old coins could be worth a small fortune. White heavy check mark. Don't clean the coins. It can ruin their value. White heavy check mark. Keep them in a dry, safe place. White heavy check mark. Get a professional opinion before selling. The 1984 D quarter may look ordinary, but under the right conditions it could be worth more than gold. So before you spend it at the gas station, check twice. You might be holding $1 million piece of American history. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might have valuable coins sitting in their drawer. You never know what treasures are hiding in plain sight. We're diving deep into that claim, and I'll show you exactly how to tell if your quarter is the jackpot or just 25 cents. The 1994 Washington quarter was minted in large numbers, over 1.1 billion coins to be exact. Most of them were made for everyday use and carry little to no premium over face value. But what makes this particular coin, the one with the Denver Mint mark, the little D under the eagle, possibly worth millions? It's all about rarity, condition, and errors. And there's one specific combination that has collectors going wild. Let's address the elephant in the room. There's a viral rumor circulating online about a 1994 D Washington quarter selling for $1.5 million. So far, no verified auction house has confirmed a sale at that price. But here's the truth. Some quarters can reach astronomical values if they have a rare minting error, an ultra-high grade, like MS67 Plus or higher, or a unique die variety. One-of-a-kind coins have sold for 6 or even 7 figures before, but they are extremely rare, often graded and certified by trusted services like PCGS or NGC. Wondering if your coin is one of the rare ones? Here's what to look for. Look for the D under the eagle. That's the Denver Mint. If it's scratched, worn, or dull, sorry, it's likely worth 25 cents. Letters or numbers look doubled. Coin looks misaligned. A piece of the coin is missing. Wrong metal. If it looks silver and it's not a special edition, it might be a wrong planchet error. Use a magnifying glass or a jeweler's loupe. If it looks perfect, with crisp details and no wear, you might have something. If you think your 1994 D quarter is rare or in amazing condition, do not sell it online right away. First, get it graded by a professional service like Professional Coin Grading Service Numismatic Guarantee Company. These companies will certify your coin, give it a grade from 1 to 70, and seal it in a tamper-proof case. A high grade, especially above MS66, can skyrocket the coin's value from a few dollars to several hundred or more. Here's the breakdown. $0.25, $1.0010 to $25, $75, $150, $500, $1,000 plus with rare errors. $1,000 to $10,000 plus that would require a unique error, ultra-high grade, and a wealthy collector. Compare your coin to photos online from PCGS or NGC. Avoid eBay or Facebook groups until your coin is graded. Visit a local coin shop or coin show for a second opinion. Join coin collector forums. They're full of experts who can help. And hey, even if your coin isn't worth $1 million, it could still fetch hundreds. That's not bad for something you found in your junk drawer. We're diving into a very specific quarter, the 1995 P Mint Mark Washington quarter. This isn't just another old coin. One rare version of this has sold for over $1.6 million. And there might be more out there. If you're over 30, there's a good chance you've held or saved this coin before. It was common back then. But here's the twist. Some of these coins have rare features that make them extremely valuable. Let's talk basics. The Washington quarter has been around since 1932, but we're focusing on the 1995 quarter with a P Mint mark, which means it was minted in Philadelphia. Now, over 1.1 billion of these were made, so it's not rare by production. But collectors have found a very rare error version of this coin, and that's where the value skyrockets. Some of the 1995 P quarters were struck with double dies or off-center images. This means the designs, especially around In God We Trust or Liberty, appear doubled or distorted. Coins that have been perfectly preserved, we're talking mint state 67 or higher, are worth much more. These are often kept in coin rolls or coin albums without circulation wear. Rare error coins in pristine condition create bidding wars at auctions. That's how one of these reached $1.6 million. And yes, people have really paid that kind of money. In fact, in recent auctions, some of these rare coins have fetched tens of thousands even without hitting that $1 million mark. Alright, so how do you know if your 1995 P quarter is valuable? Look for the P Mint mark on the obverse. That's the head side, just next to Washington's ponytail. Examine In God We Trust and Liberty. If the letters look doubled or blurry, you may have a double die error. Flip it under a magnifier. A 10x jeweler's loupe is great for this. If the coin is in perfect condition, no scratches, no dirt, that's a big plus. If you see something odd, don't clean the coin. that can reduce the value. Instead, get it evaluated by a certified coin grading company. Found a 1995 P quarter that might be rare? Here's what to do next. Don't rush to sell it online without knowing its true value. Contact a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. These companies will authenticate and grade the coin. Once graded, you can list it on auction sites like Heritage Auctions, Great Collections, or even eBay, but only with proper certification. Some collectors and investors are willing to pay top dollar for these rare error coins, especially those in mint condition. One man's junk drawer coin became a $1 million headline. Check your old change. Go through coin jars, dresser drawers, and coin albums. That 1995 P quarter could be your retirement bonus, if it's the right one. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe for more coin value updates, and share this with friends or family who might have old coins lying around. Drop a comment below if you have a 1995 quarter or any other rare coin you'd like me to check out. Do you have a 1998 Washington quarter with a P mint mark lying around? Believe it or not, one version of this common-looking coin is valued at up to $1.3 million in today's rare coin market. Yes, you heard that right. And if you're between the ages of 30 and 70, like most of my viewers, there's a real chance you've had one of these in your pocket without even realizing it. Why is this specific quarter potentially worth over $1 million? Is it a mistake, a rare variety, or just a myth? Well, the truth lies in a combination of minting errors, collector demand, and coin grading that could turn your everyday quarter into a fortune. The 1998 Washington quarter was part of the standard circulation coinage before the 50-state quarters program launched in 1999. It features George Washington on the front and the eagle reverse design. A staple since 1932. That year, the Philadelphia Mint, indicated by a P mark, produced over 896 million of these quarters, making it seem like just another coin in the pile. But among those nearly 900 million coins, a few rare error coins were produced, and those are the ones worth serious money. Now let's talk about the one-of-a-kind 1998 P quarter that fetched attention for being valued at $1.3 million in private auctions and collector circles. This particular coin is believed to feature a double diobverse, DDO. A minting error where the image appears doubled due to a misalignment during striking. Even more incredibly, the coin is said to be struck on a planchet intended for a foreign coin, possibly a transitional planchet or experimental strike, which the US Mint occasionally tested. When graded by professionals, this coin received a near-perfect MS 67 or higher rating, which skyrocketed its value due to rarity, condition, and historic curiosity. Want to know if your 1998 P quarter might be one of these rare ones? Here's what to look for. Make sure there's a clear P under "In God We Trust." Use a magnifier to check for doubling in the words or date. Strange coloration, incorrect weight, use a digital scale, or abnormal thickness. Some high-value errors were struck on copper planchets without the nickel coating. Send your coin to PCGS or NGC for certification. Don't sell it raw if you suspect it's valuable. Now, let's be realistic. Not all 1998 P quarters are worth millions. Most are still just 25 cents. But even if yours isn't the $1 million version, there are several error types from that year that can sell for $100 to $5,000 depending on grade and rarity. In fact, some eBay listings and auction houses have sold rare 1998 errors for thousands of dollars. Here's how to safely and smartly sell your coin. Get it graded by a trusted company like PCGS or NGC. Grading increases credibility and value. Get multiple offers from reputable coin dealers. Don't just go to the first pawn shop. Consider auction houses like Heritage Auctions or Great Collections for high-end coins. Be wary of scams online. Never send coins to a buyer without tracking or insurance. Go check your coin jars, junk drawers, and old wallets. That 1998 P quarter you almost spent on coffee might just be your ticket to financial freedom. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button, subscribe for more coin collecting secrets, and drop a comment below if you think you've got one of these rare quarters. I might even feature your coin in a future video.